Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by for another video. Today we are going to be unboxing the newest Grabie Scrapbook Club Box for this month, and we are going to be using the products to decorate a spread. I'm not 100% sure what that spread will be just yet. Depending on what we find in here, will determine how I use the products, but the theme of the box this month is called Sending Your Warm Wishes. It includes all of these items that's listed here. We're going to go through all of these in great detail, but to go ahead and get started, let's go ahead and cut the label open. So I have seen flip throughs on Instagram, but I haven't opened this box up yet. All right, so it starts, they usually have everything packaged really nicely with a sticker to close the tissue. The box is really cute. We've got the inside decorated here as well. So really quickly before we get into the unboxing, with Grabie Scrapbook Club boxes, if I'm showing you this box, if you subscribe, this will not be your first box, because the way they do theirs, it's always like the month prior. And so if you want this box in particular, I will have a link for it by itself. It's an individual purchase down below for you. But if you want to subscribe, I'll have a separate link for that. And you can actually choose now to subscribe 1 month at a time. So like a monthly renewal that you can cancel at any time. Then there's also options to where you can choose to sign up for 3 months or 6 months and get a more of a discount off of the retail price of the box. And so be sure to check that out as well. But any subscription that you choose, you can cancel at any time. And but yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. I do earn a small commission if you choose to shop through the links down below. All right. Oh, and my code Amanda15 will save you 15% over at Grabie as well. All right, so I know one thing in here that we are going to be able to check out today is a wax seal kit. I've never used a wax seal kit, so I'm hoping that this is something that I can do with you in this video. I'm not 100% if we're going to do that, but we're definitely going to take a look at everything. So we'll open that up in a few minutes. Let's go ahead and go through this box though. So in each box you're going to get an enamel pin, and I learned that the reasons for the pins are you can collect the pins and get special prizes. And so I think if you collect 6 pins, you can get a $20 gift card to Grabie, and if you collect 12 pins, then you can get a special prize. So I don't know what that is, but here's a close-up of the details if you want to pause your screen and take a picture of that. But that's what the pins are included for. It kind of replaced the puzzle piece. That pin is a super cute pin. I love that so much. It's a record player, and it says Stay Groovy. All right, here we've got some pretty roses in like a brown paper folded, almost like a little bouquet. And these are, it looks like just die cuts and chipboards, and then the centers here are going to come out. Yeah, they're die cuts, so some of the pieces are still in there, but look at how pretty those are with the gold foiling. And I'm wondering if these are adhesive or if they're just chipboard, not chipboard, but like cardstock. It's actually a little thicker than cardstock, kind of in between that and chipboard. So I don't think these have adhesive on them. So you would use a tape runner or even some foam dots or something to layer these in your spreads, your scrapbook spreads, or your cards, or however you want to use them. So there's different ones. So then you can take like the little insides out, and they're got a lot of detail in them. All right, so there's several different designs. It looks like we get a couple of each one. Those are so cute. Here we've got our vinyl sticker. This month it's got the cute little plaid theme on it. And here we're going to have different packets of stickers and die cuts, I think. So we're going to look through everything. So let's just go ahead and do that now as we get to them. So this first pouch is going to include all kinds of paper die cuts and little cutouts, and in its purple theme. It's so pretty. Hearts and little windows, and like you could use this for like a little journaling card. You could write in there. And they all have different quotes. They're kind of embossed as well. They've got some texture to them. The butterflies, you can feel those. It looks like they're one-sided. And all of those are in that pretty purple theme. All right, so the next one we have is going to be some kind of an acetate, I think. Let's see. All right, I'm going to show them to you one at a time so you can see them. But it's got like a holographic foil on there, and then they're a clear background with those irises, and I think these are stickers. I'm pretty sure. Oh, there you go. So yeah, these kind of peel off and you can use them to stick down. Or if you were going to make like a window in like a creative journal, you could keep it as you know, just the backing on it, and then you can use it that way. Here's another one in a different design, same flowers, same holographic foil, but they're all different, it looks like. Ooh, that one's pretty. It's got a lot of black in it. And here's the last one. So pretty. All right. So this one includes some, it looks like maybe stickers. Let's see what they are. Ooh, those are pretty. That's vellum. It's like a lacy vellum with a little postage stamp style edge there. That is so, so pretty, you guys. So you're going to get a couple of different ones, and it looks like you're going to get a vellum piece and an acetate piece. And I'm wondering if this is a sticker. It is. So the clear is a sticker, almost like a PET tape. And then the vellum obviously is just paper. And so let's see, I think we're going to get a couple of each one. And look at those pretty colors. Those pinks are just so, so cute with those greens. And then we get some bigger ones and that lace background. I love that so much, you guys. I don't know what I like better, the PET tape or the vellum. I'm kind of leaning towards the vellum. All right, sorry about that, you guys. I got a phone call and I had to, and it interrupted my filming. Where were we? Okay, so we've got all the different vellum sheets with the PET tapes that coordinate, and you kind of have your choice of what you want to use for each one. And again, just all different designs, but similar but all different. So, and all the different lace designs too. So those are so, so pretty. I think I'm going to have to probably incorporate these in whatever we do today. Those are so cute. Something different. I have never seen anything like those before. All right, so now we've got the next one, and this one's going to include, it looks like maybe some papers and die cuts or something. Let's see. Oh yeah, some really cute roses. And let's see, are they look, I don't think they're stickers, or at least they're not coming off as stickers very easily, but they are die cuts with just different flowers, all the different designs, and some leaves. And then here we get some pretty papers. This is like a leaf in the background, almost like a mulberry paper. And so it looks like we're going to get a couple of each one. So we're going to go through these really quickly. So pretty. Ooh, I love that one. Different ones. They're all, again, they're similar, but they're all different. Different leaves and petals in the backgrounds. And there you go. So those are little papers, and the edges are all different too. So they already have kind of like these torn and cut out kind of edges, and so you could use these in the way that they're cut, or you could even tear them down more to add a little bit more dimension. All right, so it looks like these are going to be some stickers, little stamp and letters. I'm going to do one at a time so that you guys can see these, since they're a clear background. It's got that really cute, almost like a vintage vibe on those postcards and letters with that bright gold foil. And so it looks like we're going to get 4 different ones. I love that. So the vintage look on all of those postage pieces. And here we got some stamps. They look like postage stamps in all different kinds and colors, and maybe from even different countries. Yeah, there's one Chile. I don't know how to say that, but yeah, they look like different countries. And again, another page that looks like they're different. And these are individually cut. So it looks like they are all individually, individually cut out there. If I can get one apart. Yeah, definitely. So there you go. Just like that. How cute are those? All right. Okay, so the next one, we've got some die cuts, it looks like. Some really, really intricate die cuts with the flowers. I'm not going to take them all apart, but you can kind of see the different ones there. A lot of them look like they're corners. Actually, they all look like corners to me. Let's see. Yeah. So just such pretty designs and definition in those. And I'm assuming these are stickers, but let me see if I can, let me see if I can get one and get it apart. Put these back in there. I don't want to drop them all in my box there. Those are so intricately cut. I'm going to pull one of these out and see if they're stickers. Yeah, I think so. I felt it come apart there. Yeah, those are stickers, so that makes it a little easier to get those to go down on your pages. All right, so the last little envelope here looks like some stickers as well, little acetate cutouts, and then they're really pretty reds and pinks with those berries, and you're going to have all the different designs. And again, these are going to be stickers. So pretty, you guys. I love all the colors in this box too, the soft reds and pinks and stuff. Little bouquets, so cute. All right. And then the last envelope here, you usually get a plastic envelope with a snap closure. So let's take a look to see what's inside this one. Oh my goodness, you guys. There's so much stuff. All right, what do we have here? We've got a whole packet full of all kinds of crafty goodness here. Let's take a look at these papers really quickly. Actually, these are cards and envelopes. You're gonna get like three envelopes and 3 folded cards in different pattern papers. Look how pretty those are. So you can use these to decorate and make a card. So that's already ready to go for you. And then you get some small, so there's some larger ones, and then you get 3 smaller ones in 3 different patterns. All right. So in this pouch, let's see what all's in here. Okay, there's a cute little bird. And I think that's just a die cut. I don't think he's a sticker. I'm gonna lay everything right here. Let's see. Everything's falling everywhere. So got some really cute little hearts. They're kind of like a pearl iridescent design. We've got some little jewels and sequences that you can use to embellish your cards or planner spreads or scrapbook layouts. We've got all kinds of die cuts. This is Have a Happy Birthday. You can make a card with that. And actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to let all the little stuff fall back down into the bag and pull the bigger stuff out. All right, so here we've got some little different cutouts, but connected to it is this, they're like little pop dots or pop, what am I trying to say? Foam tape, the little foam squares. And so you can take one off and they're sticky on both sides. And you can stick that on the back of, say, this heart or that bird, and it helps to give your spreads or your cards dimension. And so the back comes off, and then this yellow part comes off to make it 2 sides that's sticky. So they're giving you some foam tape. And the little cards that you've got here, some little pattern papers. We've got that iridescent look on this, and these all punch out. We had some to fall. We've got thank you so very much, sending well wishes on your special day, happy birthday to you. And again, these are so cute. These all are going to match those cards that they've included. So again, more of that iridescent embossed die cut. And this is really pretty. We've got like this gold border, and you could take, you know, the different ones and kind of layer it. You can add some dimension to add to your card with the foam squares. Here we've got some strips in that pretty iridescent color. And then these are some die cuts, and again, you could layer this on that card and put, you know, one of the die cuts with it, and then put one of the sentiments with it there. But you're going to get several different designs. So pretty, you guys. Ooh, I like that one. Those are pretty too. All right, so then I'm just letting everything fall back into the box so we don't lose anything. We've got some ribbons. You can embellish with those. And then all these cute little cutouts here. We've got a butterfly, a little gold design there. And then here we've got some flowers and all kinds of little die cuts here and butterflies and stuff. And they got like the glitter on them. And again, you can use those little squares to put these down. So yeah, I like the cute little flowers. I love those. Oh, that's so pretty, you guys. I wonder if these are stickers. I'm still thinking they might be stickers. Let's see. No, these are not. These are like little card cutouts, which is great. There's a time and place for stickers and a time and place for the little die cuts too. All right, I'm letting the little bitty ones fall, but they're birds and butterflies. And then again, we've got all these flowers, and look at that one. How pretty is that? Ooh, I love that one. That's probably my favorite one so far. All right, so I'm gonna let all that fall back down in there. The only other thing that's under here that I can see that we need to get to is some more paper, you guys. So these are gonna unfold into a large sheet of paper that you can use for a scrapbook layout, or you can tear it, you can cut it, you can use it for all kinds of things. I'm not going to unfold every sheet, but that is a large piece of paper, so you get all the different designs, but I will show you all the designs. Got the pretty green leaves. I love that green background. It's like little heart flowers, clusters there. Here we've got some pretty flowers, some blues, and then just a simple green pattern. And then we get back to this. Okay, so then the only other thing we want to look at before we get started on whatever it is we're going to do with everything is the wax seal kit. So let me get all of these items out of the way, and we'll open up that wax seal kit and take a look at that. Okay, so I'm just going to use my craft knife to cut the plastic. And I kind of want to be brave enough to try this with you guys in this video. Sorry, that trash, I had to get that in the trash can. I kind of want to be brave enough to try this with you guys in this video, but I've never done wax seal before. Of course, this is a perfect time to try it, so who knows, we'll see. But what we got here is the kit includes your little wax beads. So you're going to get a little jar full of all the different colors that you can melt down and make the little seals with. You're going to get the little spoon. I don't know if what these are called, but you would take the wax and put it in here, and I think you're going to take like a lighter or heat source to melt the wax in there, and then you would pour that onto your envelope to wherever you want to seal it at, and then you would use, while that wax is still warm, you would take your little press here and press into it, and these change out. So you get one that says, I can't see what it says because it's backwards. Yeah, it's cursive and backwards. I can't tell what it says, but it's got something written on it. But you can switch out the little ending of it and make like a bow. You could put that on there, and they just screw on. If I can get it to go on correctly. There we go. But yeah, you can do any of the designs that you want. There's a snowflake. How cute are these? This is so neat. A little, looks like a fall leaf. And we've got a heart with a design in it. And then you get this one here. It's just got a pretty design. It's almost like a snowflake. I can't really tell what it's supposed to be, but I think it's just a pretty design. But yeah, you can take any of these and you know, interchange them. And then, like I said, when that wax is warm, you would press down on it, and then you would see that on the envelope as a seal. So let me figure out what we're going to be doing with our all these items, and figure out how that we're going to use them in a spread today, whether that be a Dutch door or a planner spread. I'm not quite sure yet, but we will probably take our take a chance now to play with this as well. So okay, you guys, I have decided that I am going to make a card. I've got a whole mess out here because I was just kind of looking through everything and deciding what I wanted to do. And I figured that, you know, they included these cards and different sizes and patterns and everything, and then different envelopes. And so I'm going to pick out a card base, and then I'm going to use the items that they've provided in the box to decorate it. I really love the lace pattern on this vellum, and then PET paper. I don't know. It's actually a sticker, we decided, I think. But I really love the pattern on this lace items here. I love these like roses that we saw as we unboxed and everything as well. And then I think it'll be fun to try out this wax seal kit. I've never done a wax seal kit, so it'll be a first time for me, so you'll have to bear with me. But we are going to give it a try. I did have a candle, pull a candle and light it, so I've got it here as well, so that we can heat that wax up when we get ready to. I'm also going to show you how to do a wax seal that you can pre-make and then use it to seal your envelope at a later time. So if you want to go ahead and make them up, then you can have them ready to go. Or you can seal it on the envelope when you get ready to seal it. So either way, you can do that, but I am going to show you how to do the kind that you can put on whenever you want to. All right, so we've got some ribbon here. I don't know if we'll use ribbon, but I definitely want to pull in some of these die cuts and some of these different sentiments. Here we've got the happy birthday and then different things here. So I need to figure out what we're doing, and then I will be right back. Okay, so for now I'm actually just separating some of these flowers and the little birds and butterflies because I do want to incorporate some of these. And then don't forget, we did get our little foam squares that we can use to add some dimension to our card. So I'm separating these out so that I can look through these yellow die cuts to see if I want to use anything. I think I have decided on this blue floral pattern for the background, and then I have the pink envelope pulled out, and I've kept these out because I might even use this card to accent with this card. I'm not quite sure yet, but I kept that out. We're not going to use these, I don't think. So I'm just trying to narrow down some of these items because I got a little overwhelmed there for a second. There were so many things to choose from. Ooh, that's so pretty. We might have to hold that out. Okay. I don't think I'm going to use this one or this one or this one. I'm kind of more thinking about using these as like just a layer on here and not as like a frame or something like that. Okay. I like maybe these. Okay, and so let me hold those out. I'm gonna move my candle back for now because I don't want to catch anything on fire. I did hold the jewels out. We got the little jewels to kind of embellish your card when you're done. I'm so sorry you probably couldn't see that, but I did hold those out and the ribbon just in case. I feel like the ribbon and the jewels are a tad bit bright though, but there are some cute little flowers in the jewels that we might could use, so I am holding on to those. And then over here I do have my vellum lace and my little stickers, the clear floral stickers here. I'm not sure though on these, so again we have those held out. So let me go ahead and narrow it down just a little bit more and then we'll get started on our card. Oh, and I did hold out this little happy birthday sentiment. I thought that was so cute, and I do have birthdays coming up for some friends, and so I think this will be a good time to make a birthday card. All right, so I'm gonna set the envelope up here for now and keep narrowing this down, and we'll be right back to put our card together. I think what I want to do to start with is I kind of like this to layer together, so I'm going to hold that. But what I want to do to start with is I want to use the part of this, but because I really love this pattern, but I want to kind of make the middle just a little bit more toned down. So I think it'd be cute to kind of bring this across that. And so I'm just going to tear it. I'm just going to tear an edge off for right now. And I'm just going to tear it off like that because we don't need the backing for it. And then I can take and tear it to about right here. And I always like my white torn edge to be showing, so I tear away from what I'm trying to show, and see how I've got the white edges there. And so now it's going to look like that, but what I'm going to do is cut this so that it's not folded over the back. Just going to get out my paper trimmer, and I'm going to cut it right on that crease. Just like that. And then the other thing I think I might do is get out some inks so we can ink the edges of some stuff. Inking the edges adds a lot of dimension, especially like if you do a brown or something like that. It kind of can give it an antique look. So we might do that. I'm just looking to see what I've got here. I've got this brushed corduroy, but it's kind of a yellowish color. I don't really know if I want to use that. I really don't have a good brown ink right now. I need to get one. It's kind of a peach color. Let's test that one out. And I can test it on this extra piece here to see if I like it. And I can even tear off this edge to kind of see what it would look like. Kind of like that. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Let's do that. Okay, I'm knocking stuff everywhere. I've got a little pile over here of stuff as I was going through it. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ink around my whole card. I think it adds a little bit of, like I said, just a little something extra. You don't have to do a lot. And this is a Distress Oxide ink. This is Tattered Rose, and the Distress oxides are, I think they're considered a pigmented ink, which means that they sit on top of the paper and those colors don't soak into the paper. They dry on top, so then your colors are going to really, really pop. All right, so now we can ink the edges of this one, and you can't really tell a huge difference, but it just adds a little bit to it. And before I do the white edges, I'm just doing the top and the bottom because I might not do the white edges, because I did the one piece and I think I want to keep those white. I'm going to stop there for now. All right, so then this, I'm just going to go ahead and put it flat down on my card. I'm going to use my little double-sided dot runner. This is a Grabie item. I'll let that dry just for a second. But with this, you just, on the dotted side, you can use it just like any other tape runner, except I think I just tore mine up. Yeah, I don't know. I think it might be out. Yeah, I think it's out. Okay, that's okay. I've got a Tombow, and I think it's out. Goodness, y'all. I need to refill my tape runners. I'll be right back. Okay, I always keep a supply of tape runner refills. You never know when they're gonna run out. And I just get mine at, I get mine usually at Joann with a coupon. They're more expensive at Joann than they are at Michael's or Amazon. But if you Joann's has really good coupons, and so I can usually get them cheaper with that coupon. All right, so we just run our tape runner, and we put this, you know, just wherever we want it to be on our card. And so far, I've originally thought I would do my card like this way, but I really think I like it maybe this way. We'll figure that out as we go. All right, and so now, if we want to add some more dimension, so I've got a lot of extra pieces in this pattern. It's like a pearl cardstock. So I'm going to grab one of the other little pieces and test out that that ink on it, because I might want to ink the edges of it. And actually I have the negative of one of the little frames right here. So I'm going to take these little hearts out, and then I'm going to test my ink on this paper to see if I want to ink the edges of that. And you could just ink it. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything, you know, just to ink something, and if you like it, you like it. If not, you can do something different next time. All right. Yeah, I think I do. Well, the only thing is if I do this, then it's gonna kind of be hard to get into all those little edges, but you know what? It doesn't matter. We're just gonna add some ink to it. And it doesn't matter that it's kind of going on the front of it, because the way I'm holding it to try to get all on those edges, just like that. That's gonna probably take a minute to dry, so I'm gonna let that sit for just a few minutes. We'll sit it right there. Okay. The other thing we can do in the meantime is decide on what else we're adding. So for this, I could do a couple of things. I could cut off an edge and kind of tuck it underneath there on each side. I kind of like that idea, because then you can kind of bring it in on both ends. So I think I'm going to do that. Let's go so that you can see it. I'm so sorry. Kind of right here. Whoops. Right here. I'm going to cut it right about there. All right. And then I use my Barely Art precision glue to glue something like this down. I get this from Amazon. It's got a needle, like a fine point tip, so that the glue comes out really small. And this, I can tell it's basically double-sided. It's shimmery, but it's double-sided on both sides. So I'm just going to add a little glue to this. It doesn't take much. So for those of you that have gotten the Grabie scrapbook boxes, let me know in the comments what you've been using yours for. They're amazing for all kinds of things. Obviously scrapbooking, creative journaling, and all that kind of stuff. But are you using it to make cards? You know, what else are you using your boxes for? All right, so this I'm going to tuck in. I might have cut it a little too far in, but I can maybe raise that up just a little bit, because I have that tape runner in there, so it's probably just pushing against that. Okay, that's really pretty. And with this glue, it's pretty stuck already, but like I had a little bit of wiggle room there to where I had time to move it around. So for this one, I'm going to kind of bring it down here a little bit, but I'm going to cut it a little closer than I think I did on this one, because I don't want to have to fight to get it in there. So I'm going to cut it right about here. Okay. And then we'll put the glue on this side. Actually, if I put my tweezers, go ahead and put it on my tweezers, then I can hold it off of my desk and I don't get the little bits of glue on my desk. And I can't remember if I mentioned when we were flipping through, or opening the box rather, that the boxes typically ship out around the 3rd of the month. And then it takes a little while for shipping, so you don't get it, you know, really quickly after the 3rd of the month, but they do ship out around the 3rd of every month. So you can kind of expect your box to come around the same time every month, but the shipping, like I said, is not super fast. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to ink this a little bit more on this side. I think I missed an area, but it is drying, so I'm going to let it sit a little bit longer. I'm actually adding more ink because I think I like that, how it kind of stands out. So we're going to sit that back down on top of my little ink and let that dry. All right, so now I don't think I'm going to use this card, so I'm going to get it out of the way. I do love these roses though. I don't know, and see, if I use this, I almost have to put the card going this way, because if not, it might be too tall going that. Ooh, maybe not. That is so pretty, you guys. So we could do something like that, and then this would go on top of it. And again, we'll use our dots to bring some dimension. Oh, it's so pretty. But I also have these other flowers. So that one, I'm trying to find something different than what I have here already. So I could kind of bring this one in down a little bit. Or if we don't use these and we use these, that's also super, super pretty. And it kind of lightens it up a little bit. Brings out those pinks. Let's see what colors. I love the colors in that one and the dark colors with it. I wonder if there's one, I think this one might go with that. So what if we did something like that? Also, like this one's got the gold in it, and it kind of brings out the gold in our die cuts there. Okay, ooh, and this one was one that stood out to me when I was unboxing. Yeah, and it's got the gold too. Okay, what if we do something like that? So either this or the roses. The roses, I feel like darken it just a little bit, but it's not a bad thing, because I don't know, you guys. Okay, these I think kind of get lost a little bit because of all the colors on the colorful background. So I'm gonna hold on to these. I think we're gonna go with the roses. We are, because then we can add some butterflies. Ooh, we can do some butterflies. Okay, I think I know what I want to do now. So let's go ahead and start putting some stuff down. So we're going to add some dimension into a few places. So we're going to start with this, and these little foam squares, as I mentioned before, they just peel off, and then you go and take the other layer off when you get ready to stick them down. The yellow comes off. It's like a little backing on it. All right. Use my little Cricut picker or weeder, I guess you'd call it, to get those backs off. Makes it a lot easier. Okay. And then, so I've got a little extra ink there. I just want to maybe cover that up. So I think I'm going to put it like this, and that's going to go right in the center. And then now we need to decide, do we want to put even more dimension or go ahead and just put that on top of there? So if I add the dimension, it's going to be kind of like that. It's going to get a little thick. So before I put that down, let's go ahead and put some roses down so we can decide then. So we've got this one here, and then I'm just deciding on which ones I want to, you know, for sure want to use. I think I do like the double. I kind of had that going right here. So here, let's do this one first. And again, we just add these little foam squares to the back. You can buy foam tape in strips, like on a roll, or in squares. I think even circles. These are actually a good size of a foam square. Sometimes they're bigger, and sometimes you want a bigger foam square, but most of the time I find I want them a little smaller. I am going to cut this one in half. I did pick up these scissors just recently on Amazon. This is actually the very first time I'm using them, but I bought them because they're non-stick, and I didn't have any non-stick scissors. And so that's why I got those. And I'm actually just using them to cut this in half so I can make my foam square a little smaller. All right, so that is going to put that rose there. I do need to add another piece at the bottom. I'm going to cut it again. Those are awesome. I like that. You can get more expensive ones, but I didn't want to spend a, oops, I'm dropping stuff. That's a sticker on my Cricut weeder, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money, and so I did pick those up off of Amazon. I'll link them below for you. Matter of fact, I think there was only a couple left when I bought those, so hopefully they're not out of stock. So I'm not sure how long this video is getting right now. We still have to do our wax melting, but I want to do it in this video, so we're just going to keep going. And if this turns into a long video, I hope you're still with me. If you are, let me know in the comments. All right, so now we can figure out where we want this rose, which we kind of already knew, but let's go ahead and put it down. I'm trying to decide, do I want to trim it off or turn an angle so it doesn't have to be trimmed? I think maybe I'll do that here, but one thing I need to do is these leaves got a little bit high because of the foam on it. So I think I want to move that foam in just a little bit. It's not really wanting to come off, but it's moving, so I'm shifting it in just a little bit. I know you probably can't see it, but I'm trying to. There we go. So it lays a little bit flatter on that. I'm going to do the same thing for this piece. And on the next one, we'll pay a little bit more attention to where our foam tape's going to go. All right, so then this one, I think we'll do a little bit more. Maybe we won't put the foam tape on that one because it can kind of be behind the background here, and that way I think it looks a little bit better that way. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some glue on it all the way up here, and we are just gonna use the glue because that way I can reposition it just a little bit if I need to. And this glue kind of gets super tacky really fast, so you don't have to worry about your pieces falling off. And I'm going to go ahead and use my tweezers to kind of lay it down like that. I think that's about where we had it. I'm going to shift it just a little bit because I don't want this leaf coming off the bottom, but I am going to trim this piece. And actually this has got a little piece that cuts out, so let me take that out. And I'm going to add a little bit more glue to the piece that is still on the card. So kind of like that. I'm gonna hold that down just a second. My glue got a little bit messy there. I put too much. That's okay. And then we can trim this off. All right. So far, so good, you guys. Yeah, I'm glad I put that down flat because I'm gonna add some dimension and some butterflies. So I think with this, I'm gonna go ahead and put it down flat too. And I'm gonna use the glue since that's got a texture to it. I think the glue might be a little bit better option. Just like that. And again, because it's that glue, I can shift it just a smidge if I need to. And I'm gonna go ahead and put an acrylic block on top of this to hold it down so that glue can have a chance to adhere and it be flat. Okay, let's keep going. Super cute. I do want to add butterflies, just need to figure out which ones. And then we are going to wrap this up. The other thing I need to decide is if I'm going to decorate the envelope, which I haven't really thought about. The birds are so cute, but I don't think I want to do the birds. I really love these butterflies. They just add that kind of that rose color in there, like that butterfly has kind of that same color. So maybe we'll do that guy right there. and then another small one, maybe right here. Okay, we'll put dimension on this one. And we're gonna put that right here because I don't want to put the foam tape too close to the edge because it'll be coming up over that. Whoops, that one pulled right off because I didn't have it stuck down very good, I guess. There we go. I love using my tweezers for stuff like this, especially a reverse set of tweezers, because then you can hold it how you want and it gets your hands out of the way to be able to place your embellishments on and stuff. And then this little butterfly, I think, well, now I'm seeing these butterflies that have like the white on them. I think I want to add a couple of the butterflies though. So what if we put this one here, and I will put a foam square up in this area so that it can have support underneath that. So it's going to be the corner of this wing right here, and that's a little bit over the edge. So I'm going to trim that foam square off a little bit like that, and then I still can see that. So I'm going to do a little bit more trimming. So these are not super pointy, I will say that. So I'm gonna get my precision scissors out to get up and under there a little bit better. And it does cut it, but it sticks right to those scissors. All right, so this little butterfly, I think, can come in kind of right here. And then this one, or no, right here. I think this one, do we want a little more dimension? Maybe here. So yeah, I'm gonna add a foam square to this one. Actually, I'm gonna put 2. Like that. And then he'll kind of just pop off the card right there. So let's go ahead and put him down. I need to put it down on the table to be able to pick that off a little bit better. It was harder to do with it in my fingers. There we go. So for this one, I think, like I said, we'll have him going in right there. Oh, that's so cute, you guys. I love this set. It's so pretty and delicate and just kind of vintage. And so for the other part of the butterfly, I'm going to add a little bit of glue and then use my tweezers to place him down right. So I don't want to do the angle exactly like the other ones. I kind of like to change it up. So we'll put that one right there. Oh, that's so pretty. I love that so much. It's a big card, but it's okay. It gives you plenty of room to write. You could even decorate, and you know what, you guys? I totally didn't bring in my lace vellum. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. It's okay. We'll save this for another project because it's so pretty. We definitely gonna have to use that. But I just love how this turned out. I hope you do too. For the envelope, I don't think I'm going to decorate it right now. You could put some butterflies on it. That would be super, super cute, and it would kind of match the theme of the card. I think that's a really fun idea to decorate your envelopes to match your cards. It's super special. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and clean up. We're going to go ahead and get ready to do our wax melts together. And again, you guys, I've never done this before, so bear with me. We're going to learn together. So hopefully, if it's new for you too, you can kind of see me probably fail at it a little bit, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and get to it. All right, you guys, I've put down a sheet of wax paper to protect my work surface. So let's go ahead and get into this. So the set came with like the little spoon, I guess you'd call it, and the wax seal handle. And then I did find out, or figure out rather, what this one said. It says good luck, I think is what it says. And then you've got all the cute little shapes, and then we've got the wax beads here. So I think to start with, I want to decide on which one of these I want to use, and I think I want to use the little bow. It's so cute. So let's take this one off and put this one on. They just screw on just like that. And then I don't really even know how much of this stuff to use. I figured maybe 3 or 4 would work. And then we need to figure out which color we want to do. Let's see. I don't want to mix the colors, I don't think. Let's do the green. There's a lot of green in our card, so I'm going to do 4 of them since that bow's kind of big. And hopefully that's enough. So we'll hold on to the others. And now, you know what? I think we just hold this over the flame and let it melt. So this may take a few minutes, and if it does, I'll probably just skip through this part. I know that there are little things you can buy to sit over, like a little tea light candle, to sit your spoon on and let it melt on its own while you can do something else. But I don't have one of those, and so I thought, well, let's just use a candle and see how it works, because I don't know if all of you have those either, so we'll just see. But yeah, and then the other thing too, I did forget to put the little embellishments on my card with those little sequins and gems that came in the box, so I may stick a couple of those on as well when we get through with this. So I'm just checking in. It's actually not taking very long at all to melt. I haven't kept a time, but it's probably only been a couple of minutes. I'm trying not to let the flame actually touch the bottom of my spoon because I don't want to damage it. I don't know if it would. Again, this is just new to me. So we've got a couple that have melted already. The top ones are taking a little bit longer, so I'll check back in a minute. All right, it's almost there. It's only been probably another minute, maybe 2 since I checked in the last time, and it is pretty much completely melted. So I think, and again, this is so brand new to me, but I think what I can do, I'm going to move my card out of the way. I'm still letting that melt just a little bit more. There's still a tiny little piece in there that's not melted, but I think what I can do is pour this out on my wax paper and make my seal. And then my plan is to use a glue dot or some adhesive, but probably a glue dot, to put my wax seal on my envelope when I get ready. So it's pretty much, I think it's always all melted. I think it's all the way melted. In camera, it looks very dark, almost black, but it is a green color. I don't know if you can see that. I'm not going to burn myself. But it is green. Okay, so let's give this a try. Again, I've never done this before. I'm gonna go ahead and pour it out of here. Maybe it's not quite ready. It's still pretty thick, so we're gonna give it another minute. Okay. All right, we're gonna give it a try. I don't know how thin it gets, but we're just gonna try it and see. It's coming out, so we're gonna let it. Yeah, I don't think it's quite ready, you guys. That's so thick. So we're gonna try again. I'm gonna scrape that up. It got really hard, really fast. So I'm gonna put a couple of more in there, and then try again. You guys, you're probably laughing. If you've ever done this, you're laughing at me. That's okay. I feel like we might need more than the 4. Maybe that's what it is. So we're gonna just put several in there. And then if we have too much, that's okay. I'd rather have too much than not enough. All right, whoops. We're gonna try this again. And I think we'll get it, but let's try it again. This is going to take several minutes, so I will be right back. So I'm checking back in. It's taken a little longer to melt this time because there's probably at least like 5 or 6 total in there now, since I added a couple more, and so it's taking a little longer to melt, but we're going to give it enough time because I don't want it to be too thick. and we'll see how it goes. So I've decided to get not Q-tip, a toothpick to kind of stir it as it's melting, and it seems to help just a little bit. But we're just gonna let it keep melting for another minute or two, because see, those are still pretty thick. All right, I'm gonna test it again and see. I mean, it's pretty melted. You guys tell me in the comments below, am I supposed to wait until it's a certain consistency, or if it's melted, it's melted? I don't know. We're just gonna give it one more minute. Okay, we're gonna try it again. I'm gonna use my toothpick to kind of scrape it out, help it to come out a little bit. There we go. And then, if I can get this wax to kind of disconnect, I'm gonna use the wax seal and see what happens. I don't think I did it right, you guys. I don't think it filled up the whole bow. That's probably not supposed to happen. I don't know. What am I doing wrong? You tell me in the comments. But it did make a seal. I just didn't do enough wax, I don't think. So I'm gonna keep practicing and see if I can make one that is, you know, acceptable and that looks right, so that you guys can see a finished product that looks like it's supposed to. So we'll try it again. All right, you guys, I think we're gonna go with the darker color, because I'm not gonna try to clean that out just yet, but I feel like if we do a darker color, then we won't really care if that green's in there anyway. And actually, I don't even, some of these are different colors, but I can't really tell, so it's okay. We're just gonna use whatever. So far I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that makes 6. Let's do one more. I think we had about 6 the last time. All right, this time we're not gonna do the bow, because I just, like I said, I think it's so big and I didn't get the wax out fast enough. And anyway, we're gonna try a different one. And actually, let's do the butterfly. I didn't even see that. There's a butterfly one. And so I'm gonna switch this out real quick. Put the butterfly on. And then, oh, goodness gracious, y'all. You're seeing the real deal. It is what it is. That's okay though. All right, let's try this again. I think the wax paper down did work. It did tear off with this just a little bit, but that didn't bother me. It came right off of the back of that really pretty good. So we're gonna just, we are going to just keep going. All right, you guys, I think we're gonna try this one more time. That blue melted so pretty. We're just gonna give it another try. We're gonna pour the wax out here. I'm not gonna mess with it too much. We're just gonna pour it out, kind of like that. And then we are going to use our seal. I don't know how long you're supposed to leave it on there. So the wax paper underneath it's a little bit, not the best because it does tear, but you're not gonna see that once you put this on the card. So we're gonna let it sit just for another second before I take it off of here. And there we go. I still didn't get quite all the way to the edge. I was a little off center, with my seal, but honestly, that is user error because I just obviously don't know exactly what I'm doing with these. So it was really fun to give it a try though. But what I was going to show you, this is still pretty warm. I'm going to let it sit here just for a minute. And really quickly, before we end our video, we're going to add some embellishments to our card. Let me make sure that we're still in frame. My computer died while I was trying to do this, and so I can't see it on that. So yeah, we're pretty much in frame. All right, so while that's cooling off, I'm going to add our little embellishments to our card, and I think I want to use these cute little pearly looking flowers. So I'm just gonna pour them out right here. I'm gonna go ahead and pour them all out because I can't really get to them individually since they're so tiny. But the easiest way to do this is to take your glue, and again, I use that Barely Art Precision Glue, and you just kind of dab it, you know, kind of where you want them to be on your card. So I'm going to do a couple up there, and I use my little picker tool here, and you can put them right there on the spot that you want them on. These have a hole in the middle, so they are, you're going to see that glue for a minute, but it'll dry clear. I got glue on my little tool here. There we go. Oh, goodness gracious. It's sticking to my finger. Well, that's how this video is going, right? I think I did a little too much glue. Okay, stay there. Let's try this one without making such a mess. And I dropped it. Y'all, okay, I should have ended this video about 30 minutes ago. But that's okay. We kept going. We gave it a try. We tried some new things. This one I'll put right there. And then let's do a couple more down here. And I'll try to use a little less glue. Actually, the picker tool's not really picking these little things up, so we're just gonna avoid that for a minute. These are so cute though. They're like little iridescent flowers. All right, you guys. With that, we are gonna be done with the card. But for this, I mentioned before that you can take these and you can save them. And so if you have some glue dots or something like that, I just get these from Hobby Lobby. You can get glue dots anywhere. But you can take your glue dot and put it on the back of your wax seal. And if you want to save it for a while, you can put, keep the little piece of paper on there, and you can use it whenever you get ready to put it on your card. You just take that off, put it down on the back of your card, and that's what it would look like. So cute, you guys. So I actually really had a great time, and of course it stuck because I stuck a glue dot to the back of my card. But I had a great time putting all this together, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit, messy at times, but that's okay. When you're trying something new, that happens. But I had a fun time. I hope you really enjoyed the video and this card. I like how it turned out, and I can't wait to give it to my friend for her birthday. But if you are interested in the Grabie Scrapbook Club Box, for this particular box, I'll have that link individually below for you guys. But you could also subscribe, so I'll have a link for that too. Don't forget to use my code Amanda15 over at Grabie for anything you purchase. And if you use my links and or my code, I do earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. So thank you to those of you that use my links. And thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.